The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network. What up, everybody? This is Relatable Radio, where it is always ladies' night. With me, as always, is Amy. Say what up, Amy.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Taylor Cooper here with us.
Hi.
And Allison is home sick right now. So we told her,
Keep her ass home.
Keep your infected ass home.
We'll check up with you next week.
She's got family photos, so we'll get caught up with her next week about how her family photos go. And hopefully she pulls it together.
Miss you, Allison.
So
Get
Just
well
have to
soon.
make do with Taylor.
miss you, mean it.
Yeah, you'll have to make do with me today.
Oh, great.
Yo, what up?
What up?
Yo, what up?
What's
Kevin
house?
here too?
Yeah.
That's your Kevin voice.
It's, yeah. So how was everyone's weekend?
It is Sunday. It was good. It was really good.
What'd you do?
The whole last week has been like absolutely insane for me. Kevin was away. So I was like, single mom for the week, which shout out to all the single moms. Like, Jesus Christ. It was exhausting, and I should have drank more, probably, I'm thinking. Would have probably helped significantly. Getting them all to where they needed to be, and then trying to fit 8 hours into work every day. That was the tricky part, is fitting work in. But Jackson had his first day of preschool, which
How'd that go?
he was so brave. He was all freaking out about it until like the night before. And I'm like, dude, if you're brave, you don't cry. I'm like, we'll go out for ice cream after you're done with school. And like Cole had been telling him like, oh, buddy, it's okay. Like I cried when I started preschool. It's, but you'll be okay and you'll have so much fun. He was doing the good big brother thing. And so that morning, Jackson was all excited. Randomly, all of a sudden, we went. Like it was he just went right in. He was excited. He went in. No crying. No no nothing. He just went. Was great. And I left. The second day on Thursday, he actually even forgot to say goodbye to me.
Oh,
He just like left, and I was like, excuse me, hug, kiss, I love you, something, goodbye. Like, so yeah.
did he come back and give you a hug and kiss?
He did.
Okay.
He did. And then the first day, I picked him up, and he was like, Mommy, I was so brave.
Oh.
And then he was all excited to tell his brother and rub it in that he didn't cry his first day at preschool. And he was all excited to tell Cole. I'm like,
But
you're
it's probably
such an asshole.
But like Cole probably gave him that little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
And then being brothers, they have a natural rivalry so that I'm not going to cry because I know my older brother cried.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be better than him.
Shove it in your face, Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah. It was
That's too
entertaining
funny.
as always.
What about you, Taylor? What'd you do this weekend?
Well, I was interviewed. Well, I was a guest
Oh, that's
on
right.
a podcast.
I saw that on
that's
Facebook.
coming out soon. Yeah.
Give us the deets.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I had a great time. Alex Lyons and his guy Ian. It was a lot of fun. I don't know when their episode's coming out just yet. But I'll be sure to let everybody know when it's coming out.
What is this, a new podcast, or have they been doing this for a while?
Just started. It's called Joe Schmo Radio. They're coming out with a new show. They just started doing this, and they hit me up. Alex has been on Might Be News a couple times.
Mhm.
He was on season 1, and he was on. It was 2 or 3.
I knew the name sounded familiar.
Yeah. So he's starting a podcast. It's just kind of like a variety show that they just talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Who does that?
Just like, yeah, right. It's very relatable.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
I can relate to that.
So it was cool. I had a good time chilling with them, and like I said, I'll keep everybody posted when it's coming out.
Yeah,
But then
absolutely.
Went over and hung out with a couple of members of the band, The Manipulators. They're local. Chuck. I went over and hung out with Chuck.
Chuck, I know. Yeah.
Chuck and it was just
What's their name?
Yeah, dude. The Manipulators.
Okay.
Yeah.
Funny.
But really good, really dope. Him and Jake over there, and listen and play some like crazy like punk music, but it was like super dope because they're these are two of like the most talented magicians that I know. It's literally
you guys do magic?
musicians that I
Why
know.
didn't you
They're really
tell me?
talented. It's crazy. Chuck's like crazy on the drums now. It's nuts. Because I haven't seen him play in a while, so it was great. And then we started The Wire today. Right before you got here, Amy, we started The Wire.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
So for those of you who
start
don't know,
The Wire with us?
You'll have to let me know how it is. I know how Taylor feels about it.
Yeah.
straight up, I've been trying to get Jackie to watch The Wire for 3 years. Literally ever since we started dating. I'm like, yo, we should watch The Wire sometime. It's like really good. And
she was like, no.
No.
I
Watch
all
Grey's
the time.
Anatomy instead.
I feel like I would watch it eventually on my own, but he's just been so annoying about it. So I'm like, no, I will watch anything
I do that
else
all the time. The
out
harder you
of
push, the more I'm
spite.
going to be
Yeah,
like,
it's don't
no.
push me. I said to him today, fine. If you stop asking me and you leave me alone about it, I will watch The Wire with you. We didn't even get through like episode 1 of season 1.
We're 10 minutes away from season 1,
This is
episode
true.
1 being
This
done.
is true.
We're almost done it. And you were chuckling along the way. So here we go. We're gonna have a segment now through the wire with Jackie.
Getting through the wire.
Getting
with
through
Jack.
the wire with Jackie. So we're gonna give you weekly updates on our progress on the wire. But see, check this out. This is a nice little social experiment. Relatable shit. How many people out there want their significant other to watch a show
Everybody.
or a movie,
Pretty sure.
and they're just like,
No.
if they finally give in, I'm really excited, right? That you finally were just like, fine. And I'm like, yes. I want to
it's a
see if you like
victory.
it.
No,
I
but
want- no. It's
Are you
not
going
even
to
like
be
that.
super disappointed though if she's like, I hate this. This is the worst thing I've ever watched.
No.
After all these
He's-
years, are you just going to be like, oh.
He's like a kid on Christmas morning right now. Like, he's like, oh, let me rewind this because this guy always speaks in third person. You can't do that.
No.
We got to
Don't be
get
that
through
guy.
it. Don't be that guy. He's laughing as if he's the first time he's heard any of these sayings or jokes.
No,
How many times have you watched The Wire?
all the way through
1,000?
No. I've watched all 5 seasons of The Wire twice.
Okay.
Like,
and what's
straight
the
through.
premise of the show?
Baltimore.
It's Baltimore cops that are investigating like heroin dealers and stuff on the street, and but it shows like both sides of it. It's literally
You follow cops and you follow the drug dealers.
yeah.
and-
So it's showing you both sides of the drama and like how they collide, and just it's all out craziness. Like it's low key sometimes, but it's like crazy. All these people are just straight up gangster, and it's like one of the craziest crime shows.
oh, this guy's the hardest.
Oh my god, that I say it the whole time. This guy's the hardest.
She's
like,
the best. He's the best. Oh, this guy's a riot. I'm like, okay, enough.
Maybe
But it's
Kevin
like
and I'll
I
watch
carried
it.
you through Game of Thrones the first time like that, though.
But it's different
Well, Game of
because I
Thrones is-
wanted. I tried to watch Game of Thrones. I couldn't follow it. I'm like, who the f are these people, and why should I effing care about them?
This show's the same way in that
and
regard.
then I learned.
Yeah, season 1 of Game of Thrones was a challenge.
It's hard to
It's
get through
tough.
because
And then
like
after that, it's
they all have accents.
that's,
Yeah.
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 They all have weird ass names, and I'm like,
Wait, who's related to who? He's okay.
Right.
That's the
and I'm
midget
like,
is who?
why do I
just-
care?
yeah.
How's he the king? Why do I care?
Well, the-
He's gonna go work for him. Oh, he's definitely gonna sit on the throne.
Right.
Wrong.
Wrong. Well, the wire's like that too, because there's a ton of names. There's a ton of people that you don't even realize.
Yeah,
that
but they
they're
don't
talking
have
about
like
it.
probably like really. I mean, they do have kind of unique names like Stringer Bell. That's not a normal name.
Yeah. Avon
So.
Barksdale. Oh, it's the
Oh,
hardest
wow.
show. Omar. Oh my
Avon.
god, it's the hardest.
Avon Collins.
McNulty. The Bonk.
Yeah, but like that's okay. Like McNulty's a normal last name.
Well, you and me, we like detective shit, like crime
We
shows.
do.
This is like a different kind of thing because you already know who the bad guy is.
Yeah.
It's also
So, but it's like it's crazy because the bad guys are
Fictitious.
fighting each other too.
we
and
like real crime shows.
this is real shit. It's not. A lot of it is based on real shit.
Yeah, but then names aren't
No, because
well, names
Because
have
it's-
to be changed.
Yeah, they
It's
have to be
the original
changed.
names.
fake, made up bullshit.
So, what are your thoughts? You're not done episode 1 yet, but so far,
So far,
how do
it's
you,
good.
How do you?
I need you to
tone it
Tone it
down.
down.
All right, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. That's fine. I'll tone it down a
There's
little
a
bit.
lot of pressure.
I need
It
to just soak it all in.
I'm just so excited.
I know, and it's driving me
I can't. I can't help it. 'Cause it's like I love like I just love The Wire. I think it's a great show.
Meanwhile, I've made it through. I forget what episode I'm on. Season 12 of Grey's Anatomy.
You were what? You were in single digits. What? Like
Probably
a week and a half ago.
This is what happens when you don't have kids and you actually have some free time.
Oh, I remember.
Or you don't sleep well at night, so then you just roll on an episode. So
I mean, just watch another one.
Yeah,
no, it's only 11. I could probably fit in another one.
You could totally fit in another episode. Which I kind of did last night. I really put in some. Got at least 3 episodes in last night when I got home. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I was going hard on Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I'm like, he's gonna play video games. I'm not gonna watch him.
Great.
If they come watch me, and I'm like, I want to watch.
That sounds like a lot of
Grays.
fun, but
No, it is really cool. It is a really awesome video game. I will say that it is one that I probably could play at some point, but I don't like spiders.
It's awesome.
I don't.
It's awesome. It's really good. I was talking about it on Might Be News. It's like, and I beat it after we recorded Might Be News, and it's fucking great. The last 30 minutes of that game, because it looks like a movie.
Wait,
like,
so then what do you
beat
do
it
now?
already?
Yeah, I beat it. Yeah, it's not, the story's not
And when did
crazy
you get
long.
that game? How long ago?
I got
Like
it the day it
2
came out.
2
So
weeks
2
ago?
weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now what are you going to do with yourself?
Well, no, there's still tons of stuff I can do in it. I
Did
just
you
beat
beat
the
the
main
game?
story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, there's tons of other stuff I can do. And they're coming out with more stuff for it too.
Worse.
Thank God.
Already bought it. Cash money.
Kevin just got the new NHL 19. So he came back. He was in North Carolina. Great place to be during a hurricane all week long. And then Friday, he went to work. He called me at like 3 o'clock. And he's like, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm going to go to GameStop and get NHL. I'm like, oh, well, while it's downloading, you're at the house with no children. Why don't you throw in some laundry, clean up a little bit? I know it's going to take a while to download, so don't pull that bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's finally home this weekend, and every spare moment has been listening to him curse and scream at the TV.
Yeah, I was going to say, does he react in video games the same way
as you would
Yes.
expect him
watching
to?
the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he gets angry. Like really, really angry.
Do you
And
ever
I'm like,
trash talk him? Like, it's because you fucking suck.
oh yeah, all the time. The kids
Yeah.
do it too.
Yo, Kev is hysterical when he's playing video games. It's hysterical.
I remember he came over when you were living with Chuck and Dan and played some video games. And I just remember being like, this guy's a nut.
He's a nut.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a nut. And it's even crazier with the hockey, the NHL games. Like, that's his shit. And
Yeah.
Call of Duty or whatever. He's a nut. I came home one day, I came home and Kev was upstairs playing video games one day. This was years and years ago, and I'll never forget it. And I just hear him screaming, like at the top of his lungs.
Yeah, the wood
just like,
floors probably weren't
I
good for
think
you
that
being downstairs.
Something is just like totally wrong
Someone's
upstairs.
trying to
Like,
kill him.
I thought
There's
something was
something going on.
horribly wrong. I come running up and it's him standing up, pacing in the middle of the living room with his headset on, just screaming into a microphone. You son of a fuck, whatever. I don't even remember what the fuck he was saying, but he was going off. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, it's just you playing hockey? Like, you.
Was he going off on like some like little like
I think it was
10-year-old?
Probably.
I think it was a young person, yes.
That's bad.
Because Kev was probably getting his ass beat.
Yeah. Yeah. He does
Sounds
not
right.
like to lose.
No.
He's not good at it.
Yo, speaking of Kev, so Amy, he talked about pooping himself on my show.
Yeah, go back and listen to Might Be News' episode last week, guys. It's entertaining.
What the fuck?
So here's
we need to know your side.
my
of
side of
things.
it. I also have a few details that he didn't include in the whole thing.
I was
Follow up.
dying. I thought I was gonna like pass out. I was laughing so hard. It was
I
so crazy.
was sitting on the couch. I actually like witnessed this episode, and I remember just sitting there like, oh my God, he's about to reveal something really major. And when he said it, I think my jaw hit the ground. Like,
None of us had any idea.
Oh, he made sure not to like
Zero clue.
Because I had
Zero
seen
clue.
you guys, and he was like, "You can't say
Yeah.
anything." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna. I won't ruin it for
props
you."
to you. Good job.
It was a rough day. So we were at a friend's house. So Don, they always find like excuses to like leave me and Chelsea with all the kids between the two of us. There's a bunch of them. They're like, "Oh, we gotta go run errands." I'm like, whatever. They're out. I get a call from Don, and he's like, "Amy, Kev shit himself." I'm like, "No, he didn't. No, he didn't." And wait, no, it was Kevin who called me first. Kevin was like, Aim. I'm like, no, you didn't. I don't believe you. Because Kev, like, he's always joking. He's always like, fucking around and everything. And I'm like, there's no way. I don't believe you. And he's like, no, seriously, I did. I'm like, I still don't believe you. Like, I don't believe you. He's like, no, I swear to God, I really, really did. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You didn't. You couldn't possibly have shit yourself. Like,
you're an adult.
I'm like, right? Like, it didn't happen. He puts Don on the phone, and Don's like, Amy, he really did. I'm like, are you serious? Like, now it's starting to become like serious. I'm like, wait, Don wouldn't fuck with me like that. And so at that point, they were in the truck. So I'm like, you like this? How in the hell did that even happen?
Yeah.
So Don was like, I'm going to your house to drop him off. I'm like, thank goodness Don still has a key to our house. And he's like, and then I'm going to come home. Kevin's going to get cleaned up and then come back over. So in the meantime, like, the kids are around and I'm like, Cole, you will not believe. I'm like, Daddy pooped himself. And he was like, what? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, seriously? For real? And I'm like, yeah, for real. Daddy pooped himself. And they just thought it was the most entertaining thing ever. Chelsea's boys too, because they're a little bit older. And Kevin fucks with them all the time. So they just thought it was awesome. So Kevin, like, an hour later, finally gets back. I'm like, what happened? So the parts of the story that he did not say that I thought were entertaining. So, he jumped in the back of Don's bed of his truck and they drove back to my house. But the funny part is my neighbors are out a lot. Like, they're always outside, kids playing, everything else. He had Don, like, stealthily, like, back the truck backwards into the driveway so Kevin could, like, roll out of the truck and, like, get to the house so none of the neighbors would see him, like, in the back of this truck.
Oh my God.
And then it's just, and so then he got cleaned up, came over, so embarrassed. Like, he was just such a deflated man to just say, like, it's a moment of,
oh my God, ultimate weakness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ultimate
He's like,
weakness.
I can't believe I did that. I'm like, I can't believe you did it either. Like, and thank God I wasn't there. So then he keeps talking about it. I'm like, Kev, you have to stop. I'm like, I have to say that, like, I find you very unattractive when you're talking about shitting yourself. Like, you need to stop talking about it because I can't.
For the sake of our marriage.
For the sake of our relationship. Like, I will not have sex with you if you keep talking about it. Like, it's just gross.
Yeah.
It's like, we talked about it. Let's get over it. Stop bringing it up. Like, it's not something I want to think about a lot because it's just not. It's not attractive.
Right.
No, please
right.
don't.
Fuck. I can't even, I'm like speechless about it because I know Kev so well, you know what I mean? And like, that's why it's funny to me. Like, people obviously have fucking problems in real life where, like, they have medical issues where they shit. Like, just, it has to happen. I'm borderline like that sometimes. I can't believe I haven't shit myself somewhere in the middle of someplace.
I'm like, well, just heat up the pizza before you head out. And he's like, no. Because what if I have to take a shit on my way there?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
I'm not doing it. Like, I think about these things and I have to. So anyway, but
Kevin will from now on.
Kevin
as well.
will from now on too, and I will for that reason specifically. Like,
I think what I like the most is what he contributes to the fact that he shit himself.
So what I think is hilarious is just because it's fucking Kev. Like, it's just Kev. That's what's so funny to
karma.
me about it.
Somehow this is karma.
I don't even know about that. Like, he's such a genuine good person, but like,
no, it's for shitting on all the kids when he plays video games. And he's got to shit himself.
Listen, it's yesterday.
Oh my God.
We told the kids we were going to go to Chuck E. Cheese, which, by the way, Chuck E. Cheese is not there anymore.
Really?
Which really sucks when you promise your kids you're going to go to
my
Chuck
God.
E. Cheese, you drive by and it's
fail.
closed. Like, everything's gone. It's empty.
I'm not surprised.
I'm
It wasn't the best run Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, it was very upsetting. But we were right there in that shopping center. So he literally was like, "Oh, I want to drive by. I want to drive." I'm like, "What?" I want to see if the poop is still there.
No.
I'm like, it's been raining for like a week and a half. And so he was all excited to drive by the spot. And the kids were like, "Oh, Daddy, is that where it happened?"
Yo.
And then Cole was like, "Daddy, if you go to the bathroom, look, there's your spot right there. You can just poop right here again."
Cole's gonna drive by there with his kids.
My dad pooped himself here. I can't believe it.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Oh my God, man.
Like, there's no words.
Like, when he told me the story, and I could see it in his face, like just how embarrassed he was. Obviously, I was laughing hysterically, but at the same time, I felt so bad for him, like because I know that had to suck so bad for him.
Well, thank God that guy had a pickup.
Oh my
truck.
God!
Yeah.
Thank God he had a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Because if he did, I would be like, "You got to stay here. I'll bring you back something."
Like the stealth mode is hysterical. That's funny. Like the backing in, that's hysterical.
It's smart because I don't know if I would have thought about that.
No, just gotten out and just oh my God,
Yeah.
Kev. So I'm lost. I'm just like done. That's too funny. But what else like happened the rest of that day? Like, did he just? I'm sure he was just devastated about it.
I don't know. I got drunk. I don't really remember.
You had to get that thought out of my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Well, and then, so Kevin kept talking about it, right, with the kids and everybody. So maybe the next day or that weekend at some point, Cole was out with all his friends in the neighborhood playing. And Cole came home and was like, "Oh, Daddy, I told Cyrus about what happened." And Kevin was like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "Have you been talking about it?"
Yeah.
Forever. Like, of course, the kids are going to think it's free game to have that conversation and talk about because you've been talking about it to everybody that we see. So why wouldn't the kids? But then he was all embarrassed because he didn't want the guy, like the neighbors,
Well, like,
the
what if-
neighbors to know what
what if the
happened.
kids-
Did the neighbors find out? Just because
I have no idea.
Well, and not only that,
in
it sounds
school,
shitty,
like
but
school.
everyone.
Email from Cole's teacher. There was
Cole's?
an incident.
Cole's been talking about your husband pooping himself. Is this true? But like other parents in the neighborhood, they might not believe it.
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause
I
the
didn't
kids.
believe it. Hell,
Right.
Jackson's
Like,
reaction
you could
was the
think,
best,
like,
though.
Oh,
He,
he must have farted really loud, and somebody said, he
and one of the
probably shit
boys, because
himself.
poop is funny.
Yeah,
so they
poop is
just-
funny
yeah.
when you're a kid. So
Yeah.
That's good at least. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think Jackson made him really feel better about himself.
That's
though.
what he said.
Yeah.
That's
Jackson
what he
was so
said.
cute. Well,
cute.
Daddy, was it an accident? So that you happen to have a potty training child. Well, then it's okay. He was all like, "Dad, it's okay. It was an accident as long as it wasn't on purpose."
Right.
And it's okay when you poop yourself.
Oh my God.
I just feel like at some point it builds. Like you have to go, and you're just like, I would have been making moves already.
I told him, I'm like, "Dude, did you? What happened?" But he's like, "I don't know. It was just so fast." I'm like, "You couldn't have gone into Home Depot. They have bathrooms,
Yeah.
something."
Yeah, but
He's
where
like,
are the
tried. I got
bathrooms in
3
Home
steps.
Depot? Like
I don't
in the
even.
back?
They're
They're
just
probably in the
thank
back.
God he didn't shit in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah.
Or in
Yeah.
one of the display toilets.
Oh, no.
Sir, those are for display only.
Yo.
You're gonna need to get out of here and take that toilet with you.
Oh my
You
God.
could have gotten a new toilet out of the gig.
Yeah. Sure, they would have made him pay for it.
Yeah.
You fucking own that toilet now,
But he
bro.
said he had was it Domino's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Domino's for dinner and then
then
breakfast
for breakfast.
and an
And then
extra large iced coffee. Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll
Like,
do it.
that'll
dude.
do
I
it.
definitely
Yeah.
feel like that's like something we've done. Like
Yeah.
yesterday, my lunch was Doritos and Miller Lite. Like, I'm an adult.
Nice.
I can do this. Well, I was going to dinner. I went to dinner last night, and I didn't want to overeat, and it was getting kind of late. But I was like, I need a nibble on something, and I was like, I didn't feel like drinking water with Doritos, so we have some beer. I drank some beer,
Yeah. It's festive.
and then I took a nap. And then
See-
I finished getting ready and went to dinner.
See, that's relatable for the people who don't have kids. So
Yes.
it's just it's a flip side thing.
Where'd you go to dinner?
Plaza Azteca. in
Oh,
Exton.
nice.
They don't pay us.
They don't pay us.
How was it? I haven't
We're
been there in a
delicious.
while.
It's so good. We love it there.
Yeah.
Well, I met up with my. I used to live with. There was 4 of us that lived in Westchester together, and every once in a while we tried to get together for a roommate dinner.
Mhm.
My one roommate couldn't come out. Apparently, her grandfather wasn't doing so good, so her and some of her family were going over to lend a helping hand. So 3 of us got together, and when we were talking about it, we were like, well, what do we want? We couldn't decide on anything. It's like, all right, sushi or Mexican. I'm like, I'm good with either of those.
Yeah.
And then my roommate Julie was like, how about Plaza Azteca at 6:00? I was like, fine,
I'm in.
done.
I'll see you there.
Then Jenna Bear was like, I'm good, done.
I feel like it's the best Mexican food around here.
It's
where we're at.
real. It's more
So
authentic. It's not so Americanized Mexican.
Cheese sauce is to die for.
Or
So
their
good.
I
guac.
can't, like, I want to order an extra side of it, but I don't
Well,
know what they
don't
would
you?
charge for that.
What is it? Isn't it worth it? No matter what they would charge, wouldn't it be worth it?
Maybe.
What's funny, I might actually be there this week. A friend of mine, her birthday at work, and we always go out for lunch for the birthday person. And we're between that place and sushi, ironically enough.
Plaza.
But we'll see. So now I might have to convince them we need to go to Plaza
I always
Azteca,
get
'cause
the
I haven't been there in a while.
burrito fajita. Burritos fajita is what I get
Mhm.
with chicken. No onions. I hate onions. They one time had the biggest clump. Like, it's like they didn't even try to cut this onion up. I pulled it out and was like, oh my God. It was like when you pull seaweed off yourself from the ocean, right? It was like a clump. I was like, ugh.
I think last time I was there, I got the shrimp fajitas, which you can never go wrong in. Compose it all, and they're really good.
Yeah.
I think I've
And
gotten the fish tacos there before too that were pretty good.
he used to always get
The steak,
Steak
nachos.
nachos.
Oh my fucking
with
God.
nothing else. Like, he just
Steak and
wanted the
cheese.
tortillas.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Like the chips, the steak, and the cheese.
And now I get what you get, but
Now
with
you
steak
start, but with steak.
and no veggies.
No veggies.
They're gross.
So,
Yeah,
but
we'll see. That
it's
place is
I like
good.
it. It's good. That's we don't get Mexican very often, but when we do, that's
You
where
guys
we,
I know you don't like guacamole. Jackie, do
I-
you like
I love
Because they
guacamole,
have the
but-
table side guac where they'll build it
Yeah.
right there and put whatever ingredients
Which
you want
is
in
really inconvenient. That cart is. It's like, I get what you're trying to do, but instead of stairs, they should have just made ramps because they always have to have somebody come up and help them lift it.
Yeah, bad planning.
Blah planning. Blah planning.
bad,
Blah blah blah.
bad
Jackie's having a
planning.
stroke.
Well, that used to be an Applebee's
Back in the day.
back in the day.
Yeah. Have you seen right at the corner of 100 and Swedesford? They're right at like the Giant Shopping Center. There's a chop house going in, but they also just are redoing, what is that breakfast place?
used
that
to be
there?
Bob
Bob
Evans.
Evans.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea what's going in there?
Yes,
You do?
Somebody told me, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I've never eaten there, but I've seen them. Zoe's Kitchen or Zoe's Kitchen, like ZOE.
Oh, that sounds
It's apparently
familiar.
a Mediterranean
Hmm.
cuisine.
Interesting.
So
I'll have to check that out.
I don't know.
I'm
if
excited
it's
for the
Zoe's
chop
or
house because
Zoe's.
it's like an upscale steak type of place, which we don't have any of those around. We have like Longhorn.
Yeah.
And Texas Roadhouse, but every time I go
like
there, I get
Outback
sick.
and Fraser.
And but it's Outback. It's so
Yeah.
like,
That's
I'm excited for like a,
Yeah.
and it's close to my house. I could
Yeah.
like maybe go there for a nice drink, and
Yeah.
then just walk home.
Shit. Yeah. Bro, yeah. You could.
I could. No, I totally could.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God, you could.
I could. Yeah.
I just was like really
Uh-huh.
thinking about this. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's really close.
They need to put something in there because it's dying in there anyway. You know what I mean?
Everything's dying. I
Oh,
walked
Chuck E.
around.
Cheese is gone now.
I went to the Exton Mall, and I've talked about this
for the
before.
3 stores that are now there still.
Do you know where like Spencer's is in the Exton Mall?
Yeah.
Every store on that block of is gone. Everything's closed except for Spencer's.
Well, I know that. So, my brother's fiance, her family owns Learning Center, and they were in by the Cole Shopping Center. Then they moved to the mall, and now they moved back out. Actually,
Oh,
up in
Learning
Lineville.
Express?
Learning Express. That's not
Yeah.
what I meant. Sorry,
I was like, Learning
Sorry,
Center.
Rachel. And so the management apparently at the mall is like horrendous. The prices are like crazy high. Management sucks. So like all these places are like, fuck this, I'm out.
New York and Company
Oh, I love that
shut
store.
down, right?
Yeah.
So we asked them, like, why are you guys closing? And she said, the one lady said, well, we wanted to downsize to a smaller store upstairs in the mall,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let them.
Seriously?
So they said, well, then we're leaving.
Yeah, we're out.
So that's
That's
what
where I
they
used to
did.
get all my work clothes too. Now I gotta
I
get a KOP.
can't- Which isn't so bad. I mean, I'm out that way once a week. So like last Wednesday, I actually went and I got 2 new pairs of jeans and a sweater for like $100.
Yeah.
Which is really good because their jeans are kind of expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They had buy one, get the second pair for $5.
Oh, nice.
And it was like 15.
yeah, they have really great. I never buy anything full price there. It's always when they have their sales, and they
Yeah.
have awesome sales.
But now I have City Cash.
of
Which
course,
is really hard for me not to say Kohl's Cash, but it's City Cash that I think it starts on my birthday actually. So,
Nice. They always loop me
guess
back
I'm
in. I
gonna-
hate like the Kohl's Cash and the City Cash. The Old Navy does it too, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh look, free quote unquote free money.
Yeah.
Come in again and spend this
Spend.
money. So you spend more money, and then you get more cash.
more cash, so you
and then
have
it's
to
a
keep going
revolving
back.
cycle. It's
Yeah.
genius marketing. Whoever
Right.
thought of that? Genius.
Because you're like, I'm gonna use it.
It's free money. I
but it's a
can't.
lot easier to do that at like Kohl's.
Yeah.
To find something for like $10 roughly.
Yeah.
Not so easy to do at
Not unless you're buying like jewelry.
Yeah.
At New York and Company.
But I can't wear that jewelry unless it's like a ring or something. But I only wear like my wedding ring now. So, oh well, it is what it is. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more Relatable Radio.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin Reevey. Check out Might Be Sports exclusively on MBN Network.
I watch sports. I don't like analyze sports. You know what I mean? I watch it, like you said a few minutes ago. There's nothing better to me than football on Sunday. It's like this thing. When football season starts, everything else stops for me. I tell Jackie all the time, you have, just like the Eagles, you have a bye week. You can pick the week. I don't care what it is. That Sunday is yours. Other than that, football Sunday, that's what it is. Period.
New episodes every Wednesday. Why? Because I asked nicely.
Welcome back to Relatable Radio. I have Amy here with me.
Hello.
And Taylor Cooper.
Yo, what up?
For those of you who don't know, Taylor Cooper is the head honcho. He's the boss man.
The be all end all.
Yeah.
Wow.
He started Might Be News, decided that he's always thinking ahead, and said, I'm going to make a network out of this. So I said, all right, let's do this.
So far, so good.
We got 4 podcasts now on the Might Be News Network.
Yep.
If you don't check it out, that's shameful.
But just know that Relatable Radio is the best of the 4.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah. We might be
As
a
much
little,
as that counts.
a little biased, but
I enjoy working on all the shows, but you guys are just a ton of fun because I can kind of kick back and just let you
don't have to work so hard.
Go off, yeah.
we're women. We're prepared. Always.
And we don't have any problems talking for long amounts of time.
It's been a lot of work. I'm actually developing it probably wouldn't be a weekly thing. It would just be kind of whenever we need it. A 5th show that would be just an interview show.
Is this breaking news?
I
guess,
yeah. I haven't announced that.
God.
Yeah, I haven't really announced that on air at all.
Can't say that now.
I've been trying to incorporate interviews into shows.
Yeah.
I mean, Might Be Sports is probably going to be different because we're going to have situational people on to talk sports that are happening, whatever. But like for all the other interviews, I just feel like, it's hard to get them down to 10, 15 minutes in order to fit onto a show. And I just feel like interviews, it'd be nice to just sit down and not have to worry about time and just talk.
I really enjoyed
record
the
it.
interview you did last week for Might Be News.
With Jake Palumbo?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was really enjoyable.
Thank you. I have a few coming up that I'm really excited about. I don't want to break that news yet, but
I think your questions were really good. The top, it was very well
thank you.
thought out and planned. You're very good at that.
Thank you.
enjoyed
I'm working
listening
on
to
it.
it.
My first one, it was bad. Who was I talking to? Last season, I forget who my first interview was on season 3, but I was just like, that's incredible after everything I said. That's great.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's
yeah,
so awesome. That's so
and
awesome.
It just like at first, the first couple questions is cool, but then after that, it's just like, yo, you're annoying and fucking unexperienced, whatever. But just keep going but yeah, I'm working on that. I'm developing that because I think that
You were interviewing Brandon Novak and Joe Franz, I think.
That's who it was,
you
right?
kept repeating
myself.
your little quip back, like, oh, that's so great, or that's so awesome.
It's incredible, man.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
He was fanboying at the same
Yeah,
time,
fanboying
so
too,
we
yeah.
can, it's forgivable.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
So,
Yeah.
we'll see. Like I said, I have a couple interviews, and I'm and that's not to say too that like you guys couldn't interview somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have somebody in mind, throw it on the interview show. I don't know what it's going to be called, but like something, whatever like that, And I don't know, something I'm thinking about. It's not going to happen right away, but it's something I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's probably coming along further than you probably think it is, too.
It is. I'm like kind of hesitant to just admit that it's going to happen.
Are always turning.
Yeah.
with
There's
this
no
guy.
stopping with that one.
It's
He's like really creative in this aspect. My wheels just don't stop turning about what bills do we have to pay.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to think
Dog
about
and
those
this
things.
and everyday life, and he's
Yeah.
like the creative aspect of it.
well, that's awesome because it works that way.
Yeah.
Feng shui.
I got that yin and the
Balance.
yang
Yeah.
aspect.
I
of
mean,
life.
he's like very artistic and head in the clouds a little bit, so he needs somebody to like bring him down.
He's really tall, so that helps.
Yeah.
She does. She's a motivator for sure. Because like, there's times definitely where I just don't want to think about it anymore, and I'm just tired. You know what I mean?
I do.
And like, she just, she tells me just pump the brakes, and that's our
That's
thing.
our thing.
Pump the brakes. Just chill for
We're
a
having
second.
a rough day at work. Just pump the brakes.
Yeah, just chill, and it works. Usually, it works best when she says it to me because I just, just like, all right, fine, chill.
I don't know how to pump the brakes anymore. I pump them.
Yeah.
I'm out of
It's
ideas.
not stopping.
So, but yeah, as far as whatever this interview thing is called, I'm hesitant to admit how real it really is, but it's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Well,
I just don't know when it's
going
going to happen. Yeah.
That'll be great.
So, see what happens. And like I said, it wouldn't be like a weekly thing like this. It would just be like a whenever
Random. Yeah.
we have it, and we could tease the interview throughout the week, whatever.
Taylor, I know that whatever you set your mind to, you can do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not
Thank
the
you.
only one that sees it.
Well, it's going to be interesting.
And
This
Amy
whole
doesn't
thing's
have
been-
to tell you that. I
Yeah.
No,
she doesn't have
no.
to.
Legally, I'm not required to.
Yeah.
I'm
doesn't
like
have to-
Jackie.
she doesn't have to suck up to you.
right.
You're not paying us.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. We're working on it. We'll see. Yeah, no, this whole network thing's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. And I feel like the greatest part about it, though, is that, me, Kev, and Danny have been doing it for a while now.
Yeah.
And nobody else involved has had really any experience aside being random guests on Might Be News,
Mhm.
right? You guys with Ladies Night, Kevin Reevy with
Yeah.
a couple segments with me on there. And Novak and Franz, they did some stuff in the past, but, it's been a while. So I'm just impressed with everybody else that's been on with us, just how they've handled it. Jackie with the perfectly executed break right before here. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I
So-
think Jackie's got the advantage because she's been listening to, and you're
Oh,
very
yeah.
good
Yes.
at
Oh,
your
yeah.
person, like your radio personality,
Right.
and your voice is very expressive, and it's great for radio. I think Jackie's just like a perfect match to that.
Yeah.
Just trying to soak it all in and be a good pupil.
Well, and the cool thing is too is like none of us were exactly sure how the chemistry, the banter, and things of that nature was going to be for for any of these shows.
Yeah.
And it's worked out really well so far. Like you guys are hysterical. And it's funny too because it kind of flip flopped from what Might Be News is to this. Whereas like Kev is more or less the wild card on Might Be
Allison's
News.
the wild card.
Allison's
on our
the
show.
wild
and
card
Danny's
on
the
here.
comma, which makes
So,
sense if
yeah.
you think about the balance
The
of
balance of
relationships.
everything.
But and then that's the cool thing because I'm the neutral one on the show and Jackie's the more neutral. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's this thing that's hilarious to me. It's literally the flip of it, which is fun. So
That happens.
the network's awesome.
Well, I'm having fun.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
So
So Amy, I want an update on this cat you got.
She's so cute. She's
You
my
ha-
favorite now of
you
the
ha-
household, by the way. Like, fuck the kids and Kevin. Like, she loves me. She doesn't talk back. She needs very little from me. Oh, I just love her so much. So
And I can't remember. Did we release her name on the show?
No.
Or the time when
She
we
didn't
talked about
have a
she didn't
name
have
yet.
a name. So what's her name?
So she does have a name now. Her name is Sammy. It took us like a week to figure out her name. And it's funny because the name, a friend of mine, I had texted her and I was like, hey, you guys have the same birthday, my cat. And she's like, she's like, that's awesome. She's like, you should totally name her Sam because I've always had a thing with that name. Like I had a car named Sam. There's just been always a thing I've had with that name. I love it for a girl. So I didn't say anything to Kevin about the name, but it had occurred to me that I've always loved that name. And so we're sitting there one night putting Kevin to bed, putting Cole to bed. And Kevin's like, well, and we're like, we're sitting there and the three of us are like, okay, we really need to figure out this. She doesn't have a name. It's been like a week. We really need to figure this out. And Kev was just like, well, what about the name Sammy? And I was like, I love it. That's a great idea. And he just totally thought of it But if I had told him, he would have hated
He would
it.
hate
So,
it.
which is how I just
So
have to play
sometimes I
things
feel
with
like
Kev.
you should like drop hints at things. So like subconsciously he doesn't realize you're brainwashing him.
Right.
It's a delicate balance.
Yes.
Smart move.
I want a sandwich. Like something, just slide it on in there. And then suddenly he's like, how about the name Sam? You're like, perfect.
Yeah. So her name is Sammy. Me being off that week, the first week we had her was awesome because now like
she
her and
bonded you?
we're like BFFs.
You're
Yeah.
together now.
And then Kevin was away all last week. So
Oh,
again, even
it's like
more,
double.
it was just me and her. Like she'll follow me around when she wants to go to bed. She'll be like, okay, like, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be in the bedroom cuddling with me right
Wow,
now. And
Does
that's
she
you're
go
awesome.
not.
does she go like Finn will be like, all right, bud, let's go to go
She'll,
to bed.
she'll
And
follow
he'll
me
go to
around.
bed.
And she doesn't explore the house a whole lot. She spends most of the time in my bedroom and our back bathroom, which is where like all her food and stuff is. And it's easier because my kids can get a little crazy. Like she'll come out to the living room and stuff, but she won't hang out there yet. But there's usually a lot of activity and noise, so I don't really blame her for that.
She'll get
Right.
accustomed to it, I'm sure.
Yeah. And she's so great with the kids. Like she likes to play, but she never, like even with me, she just like, gnaws a little bit or like never like
Like a little-
scratches. Like she plays, but she knows the boundary of playing too hard. She's great. I love her. She's like the
That's
best
awesome.
thing ever.
That's so
yeah.
cute.
That's awesome.
I can't wait to meet her.
She's so
I like the
great.
name too. That's good.
Yeah, I love her.
It's good.
I'm gonna get rid of everybody else and just keep her.
Yeah. Keep her.
Like, guys, I'm out. Kev, you got the kids.
My
I
sister
got the
always
cat.
says, I always love the child the most that's sleeping.
Yeah, true. They're so cute when they're asleep. It's
They're
funny. I
not
have like
talking
pictures on my phone
back.
of my kids when they're sleeping. Because I'm like, oh, they're so cute. But like 10 minutes before when they were awake, I'm like, go the fuck to sleep. Like, I can't even deal with you anymore. Oh, but look how cute they are.
But they're sleeping.
They're so
Little
adorable.
angels.
It's funny. The cat's the same way. One night, I've been keeping her in the bathroom at night, and I'm like, let her out, like, because Kevin was away. I'm like, she can cuddle with me while I sleep, and we can, And she's sitting there, and like she was good for the first 2 nights, and then the third at like 10:30, she decided to like while out, and she's like on the headboard with her claws right behind my head, and I have like a necklace hanging down from my lamp next to my bed. She's like playing with it, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't even handle you. Like she was into everything. I'm like, this is no, you're going back to the bathroom. I can't trust you to be out anymore. Like you're contained. Like I can't handle you
She's
anymore.
wilding out.
Like no, I need
Cats are
sleep.
like they bug out at night.
They do.
They do.
But she was so good for like the first 2 nights. I'm like, oh, this could work. Like she may not be crazy. And then
Have you tried
and
it
then-
again since?
No.
Does Kevin like animals in the bed at all?
No, he doesn't mind because he likes the cuddle.
Okay.
But he's even like, oh, we can leave her out. I'm like, no, trust me, it's a bad idea. I'm telling you right now, you'll kick her across the room at like 11:30 at night. Don't do it.
Yeah.
But she's good. She doesn't like cry or anything and my bathroom's huge, so that helps.
Yeah.
And like all her stuff is in there, and
Yeah.
she's fine. But she hears like when the kids wake up, and then I can hear her like clawing at the door a little bit, and then the kids ultimately, as soon as it's always Jackson, he wakes up first. Where's the kitty cat at? I said, she's in the bathroom. Can I say hi to her? I'm like, yeah. And he calls her Sweetness. That's so adorable. It's a little. Yeah.
Do the boys still help with kitty litter?
Not the litter, but Cole.
What do they do?
They wanted to do litter,
Oh.
and I've kind of been like, no, I'll just do that. But Cole's job every day is to feed her and give her water. Jackson doesn't really have a job. Jackson just plays with her a whole lot.
She needs attention, so that works.
But Cole's he's my responsible child. So he's been like, every day we get home, they go and check on her and say hi and play with her. Cole makes sure she has food and water, and then give her wet food as well. They take turns with that, giving that to her. So they've been very, very responsible, very good.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching them young.
Yeah, right?
Maybe Cole will be a vet.
Oh, actually, he would probably be really good at that. He's a lover. He loves animals. I mean, when he's not playing on the Flyers,
Yeah.
he can.
Well, yes.
As a side job, he
Right.
can be
he
a
can
vet.
rescue animals.
Yeah.
Then maybe.
Yeah. Start a charity.
Yeah. So Taylor, you were mentioning during the break something about new phones being released for Apple.
Oh yeah.
What'd you
So
find out?
that's an interesting. I always think it's interesting when Apple comes out with their new products. They make this big announcement and
a bunch of stupid people are excited and
God.
stand in line for days.
It's this crazy thing. It's obviously a phenomenon, but they unveiled the new iPhone XS and the XS Max.
They're running out of names and numbers.
Yeah, so they're on 10, but they just did 10 again. But it's okay because they skipped 9, which is weird. They went 7, 8, 10, I think is what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I'm like really behind the times.
But they got a new iWatch and stuff coming out too. But my point with this is that this is when you start to notice your old items start to shit on you. Like we have.
Speak for yourself. I don't
have
I'm not an Apple person.
You're an Android person. But Jackie and I, we have 7S's. So these are old school now.
7 Plus.
7 Plus, whatever. Yeah, this is before the S.
I don't remember.
I don't know. But
I can't
it's
keep
a plus.
it straight anymore.
It's a plus thing. So soon our phones are going to be
obsolete.
Slow as hell. Oh, they're already obsolete, but now we're like 2 generations behind. So that's how they get you. Let me see. It says it on here. The iPhone XS starts at $999. Same as last year's iPhone X. And the larger iPhone XS Max starts at $1,099.
Seriously? Oh, $1,100.
That's. But what drives me crazy, I'm like, do we need a new phone every year? Do you
they
need
think
to
we do. Yes.
reveal new technology every
all these
fucking
people
year?
who are like, they want the latest and greatest, and they'll spend obviously thousands of dollars on having the latest and greatest.
Right,
so why wouldn't they put out something new if people
Right.
are still buying it? Hashtag overrated, in my opinion.
But
by
it's
the
like
way.
every phone does that.
Yeah, but
Because Apple's like really known for that, but I feel like Galaxy phones are always updating and having crazy new things too. I don't know.
They are.
Can we pump the brakes with the technology and maybe like wait a year?
Well, the problem is, especially with Apple products, is that they all run off of, and I'm not by any means a technical expert. I would prefer CJ be here for that. But they all run on the same operating system. So everybody that's making apps for this shit is making it for Apple iOS, right? That's what they call it. And the further that they go with this X, XS, X Max, whatever, those apps are becoming made for those specific models, which don't run properly on 7 Pluses. You know what I mean? And Android, it works differently in that regard. Like I'm an Apple person. I've been an Apple person for a while. For me, it's easier because that's what my computer is, and it all just links up. I was an Android person for a while, but it just kind of, I don't know. Android to me was a little bit more complicated. Like
See,
Apple
that's why
made it
I
more
like
like
it.
streamlined.
I like
it just
that I can, my phone, I can make it whatever I need it to be. With Apple, you're stuck with whatever they deem it as it should be. I can change everything on my Android to how I want it. I used to have Apple back in the day, and then I went to Android, and I'm like, I'll never ever go back to Apple.
What made you switch?
The phone or the camera?
Oh,
Apple's always had crappy cameras, and with my kids, and I need a camera that'll take great quality pictures when my children are running around without it being blurry and crappy. And Android has always just been better. And so I typically, when I go to get a new phone, I will go and see which phone has the best camera, and that's the one I'll get. Right now I have the Google Pixel, which I love it. Like it's all on the cloud. I never run out of storage. I literally have years worth of pictures on my phone and have never once had to like have that, oh, your memory is running out. You got to go and delete shit. And I
haven't had that in a while, but I forget what gigabyte these are.
Yeah,
I don't even have to worry about that because it's everything, because it's Google. It's Google Drive and the cloud and everything else. Everything's all on there.
At least 3 or 4 years of worth of photos on my phone right now.
Mhm.
Well,
I think.
Apple has made those adjustments as time has gone by. Like we pay money for the cloud. It's like $2 a month or something for
I think
Mine's
I pay
free.
99
whatever.
cents.
Yeah, yours is free. Yeah,
Get
it might
out of
be.
here.
It's free.
But no, it's just like I always find it interesting because you notice a distinct decrease in your
Performance.
phone's performance. Computers luckily run a little differently and I guess same with the phones, they give you the free updates, but that's especially important on the computers because I'm not trying to pay fucking couple $100 for a new operating system, and they just give it to you for free on Apple, which Windows, I believe, does not do that. I'm pretty sure you have to pay for updates with them. It's like a different thing.
Can't remember. I've actually considered going back to a non-smartphone, just like a basic cell phone for calls and text messages.
Yeah.
I don't
My
need
life
this-
wouldn't run that way.
Oh, it would be tough, but like you've
Like,
done it.
I can't do like email on my work computers anymore because of security. Because I work,
Oh.
technically, my company is owned by a bank, so
Yeah,
like,
but,
I
like,
can't
once, like,
do email. I
You
can
could
and like
still
all day
keep
long.
a phone to do that.
But then I have 2 phones.
Yeah.
That's
Why
dumb.
not? Why not?
No.
Well, like
I
you
do
could
on-
you could run like a
Get a
just
tablet.
like a home like
Yeah,
you
but
would,
then I have a tablet and a phone.
Yeah.
Just adding another thing.
Yeah.
and-
because
You
your
get
phone
another
would be
tablet.
next to nothing because where they get you is the data. They don't even care about minutes anymore.
Remember, like,
Yeah, it's data
They
now.
They don't even care about minutes anymore.
Stupid.
Like every plan there's not even a minutes based plan anymore.
because
it's
nobody
all
uses
unlimited
minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody uses their phone to actually make
But-
phone
How crazy was that?
calls.
You remember growing up and it was just like, I'm almost out of minutes. Like
Yeah.
I can't fucking
can't
call people
talk.
because I'm on the phone
when
for like
Kevin
2
and I
hours.
first started dating, his phone, like he had like one of like the really cheaper ones. He didn't really have a plan. It was like you'd buy minutes. And like I remember so frequently, I was like, oh fuck, he's out of minutes again. Like
Yeah.
but that's when you should actually sit and talk on the phone.
Right.
And it's funny too. So you talked about like the phone slowing down and stuff. We got rid of like 2 things on our bill
Yeah.
that equated to like $15-$20.
Yeah.
And since then, I feel like almost every month we've almost gone over our data,
Yeah.
that whatever. And it's like an extra $15.
Mhm.
And I'm like, these assholes, we've never almost gone over any minutes. Damn it.
Yeah.
The data. And I'm like beside myself because I'm like, what do we have to do to not spend an arm and a leg on these damn phones? And I'm sorry, $1,000 for a phone? It better do the dishes and make dinner.
Well,
Like,
and now they have these.
And last for more than 6
right.
months.
And that battery life better last me an entire freaking day.
Well, now
Oh, yeah.
it's they have all these plans now. All the providers have it where you just incorporate that money into your bill.
I
That's one of
know.
the reasons why our shit's so high is
I know
because
we're still
at the
paying
time,
off, and we're
Yeah,
what
we're not
two,
even done paying
two
these off.
models behind,
Right.
and we're not even done paying it yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
That's
you got the added
ridiculous.
fee for the protection plan, which you have to get because if you don't and you fuck up your phone, you're
Yeah.
screwed. Like
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's a racket.
that's why.
And then the
kind of want
taxes
to go back
and fees,
to
that's
like
another
a
like
flip phone.
$15 a month in stupid fucking taxes and fees. Am I not
Yeah.
paying enough money already?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. But my phone, my life is on my like I do. My life would not run if I didn't have my phone to do everything that I do between like communication and
Is
there's
that
even an app for Cole for his school. I can see pictures and stuff of what he's doing during the day, and there's
right?
everything I do is on my phone.
Now, like, because to Jackie's point, like, because I was thinking about it, if you did get like a flip phone or something like that, you could still have a phone just with Wi-Fi capability. You know what I mean?
I'd
like,
still
what you would
want
have
to
to
play
do it
my
at home.
game.
Right? Well, you would.
Let's be
I read all my
real
books
here.
on my phone.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I-
so I'm
It would
on
be for, like,
Wi-Fi all the
basically-
time
Yeah.
between my house and my work. Kevin is not. So Kevin's a little bit different because like when he's out working, we have an
Right.
iPad for work that does all that and stuff. And I always yell at him because when we're out and about, he'll be like on his phone. I'm like, do you need to be doing that right now? What are you doing? You're using data. Stop.
Oh, God.
If it's not important, you should not be doing it.
Right.
Like when we're out and about, it's texting calls only.
yeah.
Unless there's free Wi-Fi at wherever we are. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, you're using data that costs money. Stop.
Yeah.
Right.
And then my kids are always like, oh, can you hook up, the want like some YouTube song or something to listen through my Bluetooth on my phone or on my car. I'm like, nope, can't do it. Guys, that costs money.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening.
Enough with the money.
It's not cheap.
No.
They throttle that shit.
And when you go over, they
Yeah.
screw you. Like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. I don't like it.
Is our cell phone built?
Soon.
It's the only bill he's in charge of, and I'm always like, "Can you just let me know what day, and then I'll
Make sure
remind you
that-
to pay it." I handle everything else, and I was like, "Hey, FYI, these 3 bills are coming out today."
Yeah, I got to do my bills today.
I mean, like put Netflix in.
It's on my list.
They put well, does not automatically get taken
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
our
it does.
account. We do have a lot of like automatic payments now, so like Amazon, Netflix. There was something else I thought.
Well, we're thinking about cutting the cord.
We are
Cutting
We-
the cord.
cable
Getting rid of
cord.
cable.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't have cable. I would not miss cable. I don't. Between Hulu and Netflix, it's like it's unnecessary.
Well, we have the
but it's
Amazon
hockey season,
Yeah.
so
Well,
I don't get that option.
Well, see, here's the thing. We have the Amazon Fire TV. It's like
Mhm.
the box. It's not
Yeah.
just the stick that plugs in. And
What's the difference between the Fire Stick and the?
I don't know
think
for
that
sure.
Fire
But this
TV
one,
offers more.
it
than the Fire
offers
Stick.
more, and you can download apps to it. Like I don't know if you can do that on the small one.
Like,
But,
right
you
now,
can you can download apps. Like I just downloaded HBO Go onto ours, signed into it with our
Gotcha.
cable. So now we have HBO right
so
on
we
Fire.
can download the apps on the PlayStation,
Right. That's yes. You can
and
do
that's
that.
how we do it because we have HBO Go and stuff on the PlayStation, and download those apps on the PlayStation, watch them from there.
This way we can do it. We got one for out in the living room and out in our
Gotcha.
bedroom too. So it's like we can, and it's all connected to our cable. But with the Hulu TV, they don't pay us. With the Hulu TV or
Mhm.
whatever, you can. It's basically the same thing as having cable, but it's just through Hulu,
Yeah.
essentially.
you can stream things.
You can
too.
stream
Can you
things
stream
too,
them
like, you still get
live
it.
on? Is it like the premium
They
Hulu?
do have
Basically, yeah.
Because like all the other Hulu stuff, if it's because we have Hulu, but we have like the basic whatever, and it's like
Yeah.
24 hours after it airs, that's when it becomes available.
No, this is live.
This is
I
live.
do
Yeah.
have stuff that's live because we were able to watch. Like Eric showed us, we can
We're
watch
watching college football.
college football.
Football's on
and
there.
it's probably just like a
I'm
slight
sure
delay.
hockey's on there. I don't know though.
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah. So
It's
somebody
important
needs
to
to
know.
figure out something for sports.
We would
Like
have
literally, if we could just pay for get Comcast Sports, like that's really the station that we need.
right.
Like because the regular, 3610, we have an antenna and we can get it that way. Like somebody needs to figure out something. They would make $1 bazillion by not having to go through cable and being able to just have a sports package. And like we haven't fought with Verizon for hours because they changed their whole setup. Like you can get certain packages added on, but you have to get other packages to qualify for other ones. So it totally screws you. There's like, he's like, literally, I just want Comcast, but then you had to get the entire sports package, which we don't,
Yeah.
we just want hockey. Like we don't want to see
Right.
every sport
You
in
don't
the
need it.
entire world.
Right.
So what did you guys end up doing? I'd be
He
like,
fought
I'm
them,
canceling,
and-
I'm gonna go.
he
with
fought them
Comcast.
for a while and then got them to give it to him for only a few dollars more than what we had currently had because he fought and fought and fought and fought and
Wow.
wouldn't let it go.
Persistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
We would get, I believe, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm like pretty sure that we would get more channels going through Hulu Live than we do our current TV pack.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I went on to go pay the bill. It actually said that our contract was almost up.
Oh, word. So we can just
So-
roll out.
Well, here we had the
Should do it
problem.
soon.
We went because we need Wi-Fi. Obviously, everybody needs internet in the house. And so it was actually almost more money to just have internet than to have internet and cable combined.
It's so stupid.
Oh,
And then they like we're paying for a phone line. There's no phone there.
yeah,
And we try to cancel, and they're like, "Oh, well, it's saving you money."
yeah, because it's cheaper to do it.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
It's just the way they group it together. It's
I
just the way they
know.
do it. It's dumb. But it's like, I'm ready to just sign up for the free trial of Hulu TV today because my main
If it's a
fucking
free trial,
thing,
try it
like
out.
right now in this time space continuum, it's Sunday. We're hours away from football,
Eagles.
and that's really what matters. I want to see if I can watch football. I want to see what
what
all
quality
does.
it is if
I
it streams.
want to see if I
and-
can watch it Sunday. I want to see if I can watch it Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see what shows come on and
Is
how
it
the
a
live thing
7-day
works.
trial or a 14-day?
I think it's a 7-day,
Just a 7?
I believe. And right now the beta thing, or it says it's in beta mode. So
Okay.
like they're right now they
Still
only
testing
offer
it.
the Hulu version with commercials, Which
Whatever.
every time we've gotten Hulu, we've paid the extra $1 or $2 for no commercials or whatever.
I don't remember.
But like, if we're gonna be watching live shit, it's gonna have commercials anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
because really we don't watch much actual TV.
Okay, so
No.
today, sign up for it. Next week, let's do a review and hear how it is because
Yeah.
I'm curious
I think our
about it.
contract's almost up because we moved in here. It's like September 23rd or 24th
Yeah,
in 2016.
yeah, you're probably
Yeah, so now's the time.
So we just, but the problem
Figure
is
out what you're
the
doing.
problem is in closing before we get out of here, is that if you cut the cord and you do Hulu TV or something
Mhm.
along those lines, you still need internet.
Yeah,
And
You do.
when you cut the cable and the phone
they
and
jack up
just
the
get
internet pricing.
just the same level internet that you had,
Mm-hmm.
it's still $100 a month or
Yeah.
whatever it is. It's nuts.
Yeah,
That's how they get you. That's
Hate
all I
it.
got.
hate it. Hate them all.
So,
Yeah.
no-
Welcome.
Nice job this week, ladies.
Thanks.
You too. You did all right.
Thanks.
You're no
Thanks.
Allison, but
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Miss you, Allison.
Get well soon, Allison. We'll see you. We'll hopefully see her next week. We'll see everybody next week.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll make her. She doesn't have a choice.
Relatable Radio, MBNnetwork.com. Jackie, take us out of here.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. See you guys next week.